Welcome back to a totally normal episode with a much more capable host. Being replaced is sometimes for the best, especially when the job can actually be done now. And just like Gintoki, this replacement is faster, better, smarter, and overall doesn't look like they've been pulled through a bush backwards. And if Gintama makes you question your place in the world, then it's doing its job correctly.
Now that we're back to the usual level of awfulness, let's watch Gintama. I really hope that, being replaced by someone much more able, potentially better looking, that's not what bothers me. The fact that everyone has completely forgotten him. That is a large personal fear. And who created Kin-san? Did we actually ask that question before? Outside company or the mechanic dude that they go to for all of their metal needs? And imagine going to the park to enjoy your day, walk your dog, and you have to trip over a Hasegawa. I think a lot of the stories in Gintama would have been... Kintama would have been a lot more easily resolved if he was a robot, or an android, or however you want to define it. It's nice that they're having fun, but it's just so strange. How, excuse me? You can kind of understand why they would want to replace him with a perfected version. Oh, plastic. Fully posable. Yeah, there's several parts about this which require a bit more explanation, like why is he fully conscious? Unfortunately, it's not quite complete yet. Would they have really? Okay, I can see getting a lot of use out of this one. Maybe they did keep it. Just put it in the back room or something. I still think you're getting it slightly wrong. How long did they... I wonder if Shinpachi has a few... pent-up feelings about Kintoki. So did he accidentally build that inside of the punching bag? I wonder if it glowed bright gold as well. At least before all of this, the amount of jobs and customers they got would have risen incredibly. Might have been able to make enough to move out. And how easy is it to completely erase someone from everyone's memory? Ah, hypnotic waves. Okay. You, because you're a robot, but... Oh, okay. Just animals. So why didn't it work on Condor? And because... the title card was actually part of the... She was carrying it a lot. Oh. Ah! There's a lot of visual comedy in this one. So he can't do anything about it. You have to beat him at his own game. Kintoki has always had an ability to draw those around him, but if someone has taken every trait and made it their own, unless he altered their memories so those events never happened, or all of the bad ones are still associated with him. Tennies. Oh no, he ran away, Kagura. Any particular reason why they came to... Wow, she looked really sad. Come to this establishment to discuss it. You must be rolling in the monies. I might not dislike this Kintoki as much anymore. Can I place an order as well? Kinda true. Who are you calling an animal? That's Kintoki. You're Kagura and Shinpachi. Ah, Tamagura. Trying to steal their work back at a cut rate. I'm not sure this is something to really be able to steal glory from. It's just fixing a karaoke machine. This isn't something that calls for percussive maintenance. It might work. You know, TV on plastic model. Good save. Just keep him away while it's... Is this how it works? Is there a secret life inside all machines? I guess this is better than any new wiring or tightened screws. Ah, yeah, he can jump in here as well. While he's distracted, Kintoki, hit him again. This is even more absurd than the stories. Well, actually, no, I can't say that. That Katsura cooks up. Couldn't Tama just claim victory there? Like, who was Yugum? Who else could have seen inside what the machines were going through? The thing is, Kintoki wants to stay as far away from Yugum as possible, unless he's been... No, he's an animal. He might not have been brainwashed. He'll remember it, Kintoki. Wait, dogs and monkeys? What? That is an impressive ability. Maybe even they're getting on it now. How do you stay in the air so long, Kagura? So we have someone that is threatening to, on the edge of a building. Although Gintoki's not too far off joining the same fate. Yeah, two different angles they're going for. Completely disregard everything around you, just say how pitiful your life is. Actually, yeah, no, distract them to that much, it might work. In fact, he's got the crowd going for him. And he'll take that moment to have a little bit of action. I think that his intent was slightly warped there. She'll be fine. No, he's going straight after them. Yep, unlike the smirk that the Golden Machine made, Kintoki didn't really get phased by more than a second. He was straight off the side of the building. Yep. Even if they don't particularly like him, Kagura and Shinpachi can't beat their own natures. That much is ingrained. Are you really questioning why you saved someone who was falling? Nope. But unlike the ending of the other one, Gintoki has accepted it's okay if they don't remember him, because they are still, as I said, they are themselves. And, well, we got a few minutes left. Things might get resolved in this episode. And how did Gintoki's memory come back when they did that amnesia arc? So they're still regaling stories fondly, even if he is a bit of a buffoon. He has touched so many of their lives in ways that they don't quite understand. And is Kintoki going to have a revelation after all of this and realize that he's not actually better in every respect? Needs to go away for a bit more training. In more ways than one. Congrats. There is... It didn't take long for everyone to start having these doubts. Why has he got a headband? Ah, goggles. Would anyone want the thoroughly used storefront copy of the comic? Yeah, I was about to say, have we had an extended conversation between Katsura and Hasegawa? Unfortunately, you can't quite remember who that is. Yeah, the time when you were frolicking on the sand. No, I don't believe so. Thank you for cutting the scene short. We couldn't have asked for anything else. He is now into what? Quiet acceptance. The business did well. Jobs got done. I mean, maybe you can split the work. Kintoki can be the thinking and logic, and Gintoki could be the heart and soul. And who exactly is he making this pledge to? As selfish as Gintoki can be sometimes. She's been derelicting her duty of cleaning. And even if she did, well, you know, Kintoki knew that he was working on Gintoki's side. Would he really do anything to her? Good use, Kintoki. Which now means that the team is him and Sadaharu for a bit. And as soon as she was out of sight, she took off on a sprint. This could actually be something that he could help with. And the opening of this outro song always reminds, well, I say always, I've heard it like twice, of some old like 80s or 90s ballad type stuff. But considering it hasn't been completely resolved, the tide was turning in this episode, but we're still awaiting more. We've got the glorious and triumphant return to wait for. Do you think we could leave them on the moon? The world might be slightly more peaceful for a very short while. And rather than actually showing you a preview or anything, just full voiceover. Oh. I could expect no less in the way of storyboarding. Just throw it on a few sheets of paper. I'm not sure there's going to be much there. Maybe an extension. Charging port? But much like always, it just took Gintoki to stop charging ahead and trying to make a statement and just act as himself, the lovable klutz idiot that we know. But it's only a matter of time before the truth is revealed. But I'm going to hold firmly to the idea that I was the original. Hopefully, though, if anything does happen where people start to forget, I don't need to dash off the side of a building. Heck, I think even fixing a karaoke machine might be a bit above my level of expertise. But if you liked this one, let me know. There's room for many more in the future. So if you want to make sure not to miss out, subscribe to the channel. Maybe even have a look down below at various links. There's a Discord, as well as some other stuff. But hold on to the truth. Find those that really keep your memory alive. I'll see you in the next one. If you would like to be drop-kicked off the side of a building, well, I'd like to have a few words with you, but also consider joining onto my Patreon just before you do. Now, I can't be sure that I'd be able to catch you, but there'd be a nice safety net of everyone else who supports the channel. So, to Sal, Electricant, Arthea, Noku, Shiwan, Mecha, Jennifer Rojas, Stinsfire, Big Boy, Mats, Rasmus Paulson, Girly, Dark Shadow 7899, Raywin, and everyone else. I really do have to thank you for keeping the streets that are my channel clean.